Well, hello, everybody. I am so excited to get started on my Week in the Life album for 2026. I've received my 10 by 8 physical album and all of the physical products that I plan to put in the album. I've also spent a little bit of time organizing, creating a formula for my week and documenting and storytelling. I have also purchased the digital supplies that I want to use in conjunction with the physical supplies. Um, and I've already uploaded them into Canva. That's the folder that you see that I'm scrolling through right now. In Canva, just in case you're curious, because I'm a pro Canva account user, I am able to use an unlimited number of folders for items. So let me just show you how I organize my Ali Edwards folders. So if we go back to projects, when you log into your Canva account, I believe it typically takes you to home. So it shows you the most recent things that you have touched and opened and that type of stuff. And if you go to projects, it will show you the different types of things. So like recent projects is on the top. Then you have your folders, and then you have designs, and then you have all kinds of other random things. Okay, so if you go into folders, I have an Ali Edwards products folder. Inside that folder, I have other folders, and they're organized, the way that you can see them here. I've tried various ways of organizing over the years, and what I have ended up that I find works best is to organize by collection. So you can see inside my AED kits that this has storyteller kits, which is a current subscription service that Ali offers, as well as the story kits that she offered for a number of years. So these are not all of the ones I have. These are just the ones that I have uploaded into Canva. So there's a folder for each one. I try to name it pretty closely to whatever name Ali has it named in the product area. So let's go back to Ali Edwards products. I also have a day in the life and a week in the life kit folder. There's a lot of random items in this folder, just really kind of loose, that you can see right here. And then there's also folders. I don't really remember my thought process as to why I have all of these random things out here. Maybe I thought that these are generic and can be used, throughout the years, throughout the projects, and it was easier for me to not have to pop in and out of folders to find them. The majority of these out here are digital stamps. So I'm guessing that that was a thought process behind having all of these loose, but honestly, I don't really remember. So the most recent one is Week in the Life 2026 AED collection. Okay, so I dropped everybody in here. I always start whenever I add new items to a folder with the the product like thumbnail, the preview. It's a JPEG for the product. That way, if it's the first item, whatever the first item is that's loaded into your folder, that is the item that Canva uses as a thumbnail. So I always start with that one. Then I often add journaling cards, like all of the 6 by 8 papers, the 12 by 12 papers, the 8 by 10 papers, if there's any of those. And then I start with the other items in the collection, like, the tags and the vellum flowers and the letters. So in this case, I add things just kind of one at a time, like items one at a time into this folder until it is full. Sometimes I feel the need to create a folder inside of a folder. In this case, I did that for the individual word phrases. There's a lot of them. Often I will not place them in my Canva file like this. I'm scrolling to it. I will place this in, and then I will crop down to whichever one I want to use. And then if I want to use another one, then I will just double click on the image in Canva and move it to show the next word. That cuts down on the time of finding the word that you want, placing the word, cropping it, sizing it, all of that. It's actually a really good time-saving tip that I learned from Kim Hurst. She has all kinds of great Canva tips. So that's a folder inside of a folder. And then let's see, I think I also made a folder for the half circle dividers. I love the shape of the half circle dividers, but I am not in love with these little icons. They just really don't fit my documenting style or the visual that I want for my particular album. I don't feel like, I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm going to live that week and the photos I take and the words that I write down are really going to make sense to go with the KitchenAid mixer. I don't know. Like I have a KitchenAid mixer. It's in my cabinet. It's been in my cabinet for like the entirety of my marriage. So 21, 22 years. I don't really foresee using it in during the week of Week in the Life. So this design doesn't really, I don't know, it just doesn't make sense to me. So anyway, I'm thinking I'm going to print out some paper and cover each one of them. A couple years ago, I think it was 2022, maybe, yeah, I think it was 2022. The collection had these really great card stock 3x8 cards that had a die cut window and a letter, and the colors that were done that year just didn't really fit with the colors from my photos. So what I ended up doing was using StazOn ink to recolor all of them. And I absolutely love the way that it turned out. I'm not saying that's what I'm going to do for the half circle dividers this year, but it's definitely an idea that could be done if you want to change the way that they look. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet with mine. So anyway, what I wanted to do today though is take you along with me while I create the foundation for my Canva file, my working file that I will be actually putting all my photos and my words into for this project. So I'm back on the home page. I'm going to go up here to create. Just want to remind you, I am a pro user. So some of these functions, the things that you see me use might not be something that's available to you depending on your account setup. And I am also on a computer, so you're going to hear my mouse clicking. And while it does look different from using it on a tablet or on a phone, pretty sure you can do all the same stuff. It just looks a little bit different. I'm going to change it to inches. That is my preferred. Width, I'm going to go 10.25. I know this is an 8x12 or an 8x10 album, 10x8 album, but the page protectors are a little bit bigger. And so I like to size my largest page to 10.25 by 8.125. So that's 10 1/4 by 8 1/8. That is typically the size that I do for any 10x8 album pages. So create new design once I have that. Okay, that's going to give me one page right here. Now, a couple ways that you could build your page. You could go over here to Elements and type in frame. You could choose this this basic straight edges, corners. You could expand it manually the way that I'm doing right here, and voila, now you have a full page photo. You could, let's delete that. You could drop that frame in and you could go up here to position and you could manually put in that you want it to be 10.25 by 8.125, and it will give you the exact size that you put in, and voila, you have a full page photo. You could, we're going to delete this. You could access, this is how I'm going to do it. You could access a previous project where you've already built these pages, these page design configurations, layouts from Pocket Pages. You could access a file you've already created and you could import in those pages. So let me show you how to do that. Okay. And you know what? I do take it back. I want that page. So we're going to go ahead and add a page here. Let's see here. We're going to go over here to projects. So you see, I'm still in my Canva file. I'm going to go over here to the left-hand side. There's a toolbar. It says projects. I'm going to type up here WITL and enter. Should show me all of my files that I have named WITL in them. We're going to go ahead and just choose this first one because I know that it has what I need in it. It's going to open up that project in this little window pane over here. I'm not quite sure why. Oh, I see. It's because this is the title one. This is not what I actually want. I would like the one that says Sunday through Tuesday. Okay, it's going to open up my Canva file in this small little window pane on the left-hand side. I can see them. I could choose them. I could import them in. So what I want to do is my next page, you know, I'm not even going to do this by pages. Let me just grab the page designs that I want. I know that I want a 2-up 4x4 and 4x6 configuration. And here's one right here. We're going to go ahead and drop that one there. Okay, this is from my 2021 album. We're going to add a page and we're going to drop its backside in. Okay, and let's go ahead and edit this while we have it open. I'm just going to click on the photo here and hit delete. Click on the photo, hit delete. Delete. We're going to get rid of these little things. I actually don't need this at all. And we're going to hit delete. And we're going to copy paste that 4x6 and put it right up here. Okay, so what you have seen that I have done is I've taken a page from another album and dropped it in here. I could have absolutely just added a page, made a 4x6 box, copied it, put it over there in the corner, did the same thing with the 4x4, same thing. Okay, but this is just another way. It works really well when you are creating more complex pages, pages that you don't want to have to redesign. It works really well and saves you a ton of time. So as you can see, I am just getting rid of the old content and moving just slightly a couple things around. All right, so now let's zoom out a little bit so you can see what we have going on so far. We've got a 10x8 image for one page. We have two pages. It's the front and it's the back of the 4x4, 4x6. I'm going to go ahead and name it. We're going to call this one front. Copy, paste. We're going to call this one back because let me tell you how many times I've gotten confused on what I was looking at and have accidentally gotten these out of order. And then I've designed it that way. And then when I printed my photos and I went to put them in the page protector, I'm like, oh, this 4x4 is not really on the left-hand side. It's on the right-hand side. And it really just kind of messes up my visual flow. So I like to design the way it's actually going to be. So this is going to be a 10x8. All right, so let's see, what else do we need? We need we're going to manually make these other ones. Okay, so now we know that you can pull page designs from previous projects. I'm going to add a page right here and just going to zoom in. We are going to go over here to elements. We're going to click on this frame. I want it to be a 3x8. So 1 3x8. Oops. Okay, and it's going to go like this. And I want another one. So I'm just going to drag and copy another one. Now that's the front of the 3x8 page protector with 2 up. I would like a back as well. So now I'm going to duplicate. But let's first name this 3x8 and we're going to duplicate. Okay, so now we've got that page protector taken care of. Let's go ahead and set up for our 4x6s. We're going to get this on here again. We're going to click on it, hit position. Width is going to be 4 inches wide. I'm sorry, 6 inches wide. Height is going to be 4. I'm going to put this right up here at the top. And then again, we're just duplicating another one right there. And this is 4x6. And we are going to duplicate that page. So now we have a front and we have a back of the page protector. Let's see, what else do we need? I'm going to do a 4x6 on top and 6 2x2s on bottom. So what I think I'd like to do is just duplicate this page right here since I've already got my 4x6 on the top. I'm going to make this a 2x2 inch square down here. Okay, and I'm going to just duplicate it. So I'm going to select both and duplicate again and duplicate again. All right, so that gives me my 4x6 2x2 inch square page protector. We're going to duplicate that page to make sure we have a front and a back. Okay, let's see what else. I believe those are all the page protector spots I need for one day in Week in the Life. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to change views into grid view so I can arrange this in the way that I want it. So for my formula setup, we're going to open up with a 10x8. And then it's going to switch over to, you're going to flip the thing and we're going to put the half circle dividers. So I'm just inserting a page for that. Let's say half circle. Okay. And then my next page is going to be this 4x6, 2x2 grid. I'm going to select both of these and I'm going to drag them and drop them in the order in which I want them. Next one is, oh, I forgot one. Let's go ahead here and double click on this and let's make another page. Probably one of my most used favorite page configurations right now is the 6-up 4x3s. So I just love it. I think it's perfect. It's great for vertical photos. It's great for journaling cards. It's great for everything. I like it a lot. So I'm just making a 6-up 4 or 3x4 page, and we're going to name it 3x4, and we're going to duplicate it. Okay, let's go back to grid. All right, so 8x10, half circle, the 4x6, 2x2. Then we have our 6-up 3x4s, and then we're going to turn the page, and we're going to have 2-up 4x6 insert after that. I'm going to drop that right there. Then we're going to turn the page, and it's going to be a 4x4, 4x6 page protector setup. All right, got those. Then we're going to turn the page, and it's going to be a 2-up 3x8 page protector, and then we're going to end our day with another 10x8. Now, at this point, this 10x8 that I'm going to add in right now, I'm just going to click duplicate. We're going to move it to here, and we're going to duplicate that again because we want a front and we want a back. This one could end up being a full page photo that I end with. It could be a collage page that I end with. It could be a, I don't know, image screenshot of my phone image. I don't know. I don't know what it's going to be, but I know that I'm going to put an 8x10 page protector at the end of each day to hold something. I don't know what it's going to be. So this is one day. So let's get in and drop in some images so you can kind of see this kind of come to life a little bit. All right. I like to start my week on Saturday. There's a couple of reasons. I've always been the week starts on Saturday kind of girl. I like looking at the calendar and the first day of the week. I'm sorry. I said Saturday. I didn't mean Saturday. I meant Sunday. Sunday. Okay. Sunday for me is the first day of the week. I think because visually on the calendar, that's how it goes, left to right. Sunday's on the very left, Saturday's on the very right. I also really like breaking up my 2 weekend days because oftentimes, especially if you have like a 2-day, like a full weekend activity, like camping, which we don't do, but if you did, I like having some variety and showing what our weekends are like, especially during this time of year with this project. So I like to have a Sunday from one weekend and a Saturday from the other weekend. It shows more variety. Plus it is in line with my whole Sunday's the first day of the week thing. So that's what you're going to see me do, Sunday. All right. So first page on each section is going to be a transparency that I purchased a couple years ago. I don't even remember how long ago it was, but they are day of the week transparencies. Now, I think that they are saved in my day of the week, week in the life thing. Let's see here. But just so you don't have to scroll around with me forever, we are going to use the search function. So we're going back over here. Let's see here. Forgive me while I pop around for a minute. Ultimately, I would like to be, here we go. Here's our search function. And I'm going to say Sunday. And it's going to show me, I don't want designs, I want images. It's going to show me all the Sunday things. Here we go. And here it is. Okay, so there's my Sunday. It's a transparency. I already have it. It's a physical item in my album already, but I really like my Canva file to mirror what my physical file looks like. So I may not print this, but visually I know that this comes first. So the next thing is going to be a page divider. Let's see here. I'm going to go over to my Ali Edwards folder. I'm going to find my day in the life, week in the life. We're going to go to week in the life. We're going to go to half circle dividers, and I'm going to put this guy in. Okay. That's just going to visually let me know that I want to do a half page circle in that spot. Okay. In this page right here, I'm going to start dropping in some of the 2x2 vellum pieces. And I believe Sunday is navy blue. So let's see, that's going to be right here. Oops, Canva still thinks I'm up here on this page, but I'm not. I'm on this page. Okay, so we're gonna go here. We're gonna go Sunday, drop that in. I'm just gonna put this, let's see here. All right, this one goes right there. And then let's just put this, not sure what I would use that for. Okay, so that's my basic setup for my 4x6 on top, some 2x2s grid style down here. Next page is going to be the 3x4 cards. And the way that I'm going to go ahead and do those is for right now, I'm not exactly sure that this is how it's going to stay, but for right now, I'm going to put the gratitudes. Let's see, we're doing navy blue. We're going to put gratitudes in one, and then we're going to put the 3x4 journaling card in the other, and we're going to leave the rest open. Who knows if these are going to be photos, if these are going to be embellishment cards, quote cards, journaling cards. I don't know, but this is what I'm going to do for right now. Okay, I don't have anything that I want to put in the 4x6 spots. I just want to make sure I have spots for 4x6 photos. So we're going to leave those as is. All right, so now we're coming to the 4x4, 4x6 spots. The only thing I have to put in here is I want to get that 1 and 2. Okay, so there's that right there. Now, if you find yourself, if you find yourself doing digital and you're in need of a 4x6 area, you could absolutely put one of these in as a really nice pattern right there. You could put in one of, let's see, one of these as a 4x6, just make it super giant, because who doesn't love giant letters? Another really fun thing is this photo love card. You can make that 4x6. It doesn't have to be a 2x2 just because it's designed that way. You could use it for something else. That's the beauty of digital products. So we're going to go ahead and delete that because I'm not sure that that's what I want to do, but I definitely might do that if I find that I don't have photos to fill in all of these spots and I don't have enough journaling to fill in the spots either. Okay, so one 4x4 is all I'm doing for right now, for right there. And then this area, the 3x8, I absolutely love doing tall, skinny 3x8 images. So my plan for this is probably going to be in this season on one side, and I think I'm going to do some journaling in here and probably use sticker paper to attach it. And then a photo on this side. And then whenever you turn it over, I will probably do another photo and maybe some longer journaling. Not positive. I probably won't do 2 photos side by side. I could always adjust this and make this, on the same 3x4 printed, on the same 3x8 printed, 2 3x4s. It doesn't have to be one continuous image printed in that space. You could divide up the area and make it whatever fits your photos or your stories. You could even make it, a slightly shorter photo, taller than 3x4, smaller than 3x8, and then add some text up here. Or maybe you add one of the cards up here. So like maybe you grab one of these guys, and obviously this is not Thursday, but you could do something like this. You could make it a little bit smaller. You could make it a little taller. You could add that and print that as a 3x8. You could, do one of these right there and print that as a 3x8. You could also, Monday doesn't really work, but you could duplicate one of these and put that right up there and print that as a 3x8. I think you get the point. We're going to go ahead and back out of all of those. I just want to show those to you as just ideas. All right, so 3x8. All right, so then, like I said, I have no idea what this is going to be. I won't know until I've taken all my photos, but let's go back to the grid area and let's look at what we have here. So what we have, it doesn't look like a lot, but it is what my current printout, or I'm sorry, my physical album looks like. So now to duplicate this, I select the last page and the front page, and I hit duplicate. And then I'm going to go through and I'm just going to swap these out. And I'll go ahead and swap one out for you so that you can see how quickly and easily this could be done. We are going to, let's see here. I'm just thinking of the quickest and easiest way to get these pages. Instead of, we're going to bring this down here. All right. So we need, that one's going to be Monday. This one's going to be Tuesday. So we need a Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. All right. So let's just do all of those at one time. So I only have to do the search feature one time. Okay. We're going to go over here. Let's just go here. We're going to back out, search my content, and I'm going to say, oh goodness. So what did I search for that? I know I searched Monday or Sunday. So let's search Monday. I really like to figure out where the heck I saved those. Okay, so there's Monday. Does it tell me where it's saved? Monday trans. Ooh, if I look up trans, that word right there, trans, maybe I'll be able to find all of them. Okay, that's weird because they're named with trans in them, but all right, that's fine. So Tuesday. Let's go down here to where I duplicated all of those. This one's going to be Tuesday. And there it is. This one's going to be Wednesday. If I can spell properly, there we go. Okay, again, we're looking in images. This one is going to be Thursday. And we're going to go Friday. Let's see here, Friday. And this one should be Saturday. So okay, so now let's look at the document as a whole. And I'm going to go ahead and duplicate all of these to go inside of these. And then I'll go back off camera and swap out all of the artwork. And then I'll show you with a screenshot what it looks like at the end. So we're going to go duplicate, and we're going to put those inside or behind Tuesday. And we're going to duplicate. We're going to put these behind Wednesday. And as you can see, I'm dragging and I'm dropping. I'm not reselecting anything because everybody is still selected from before. These are going to be Thursday. I'm dragging and dropping after Thursday, but before Friday. Duplicate. Again, same thing, drag and drop after Friday. And duplicate one last time. We're going to drag and drop these after Saturday. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through here and I'm going to swap out these colors so that at a quick glance you can really see the different days of the week. Let's see. Oh, that's a Christmas kit. So obviously not what I'm looking for. Ah, here it is. Week in the life. Okay, so Monday is green. So this can be super quick, super easy. Scroll on up here, find the gratitude card. Okay, find the journal card for Monday. There it is. Drop that in. We're going to find the 1 and 2 for Monday. And the in the season for Monday. And I believe that is it for Monday. So now we can see that we have Sunday. This is all Sunday right here. And then we go to Monday. We can see because it says Monday right there on the transparency. And then the color has changed to green. Monday is green. And then Tuesday, I believe, is pink. That's where we're going to really start seeing the difference. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to go ahead and finish filling in all of these. And then I'm going to call it good for right now. I might come back and do some other adjustments. And at that point, I will possibly make another video. Thank you so much for hanging out with me while I get my Week in the Life for 2026 document all set up and ready to go. All right, bye.